Hi everyone, my name is Daniel and I'll be going over some world cultures today. And we'll be focusing on the Asian cultures. Alright,
Yes, Daniel, you can continue.
alright, so let's talk about the culture first. The culture is the way people live, think, speak, dress, eat, and celebrate in the society. So culture includes language, like English that we're speaking, or food, whatever foods that we eat, clothing, what we wear, traditions, what we usually celebrate, beliefs, religions and value, art and music, manners, and behavior. So culture is very a lot. It can be a lot. It can be anything that we usually and normally do. Culture is different from country by country, regions by regions. So don't expect that everyone will have the same culture. There are a total of 7 continents: North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, and Australia. So as you can see, Ghana is located in Africa, and my hometown, Korea, is located in Asia. And in addition to these 6 continents, we also have Antarctica. Antarctica is the only continent where people don't usually live. Only the scientists are here, but no one lives here. So these are the 7 continents. Now, today, since we are focusing on Asia, let's draw more attention to it. There are a total of 49 countries that are located in
Okay.
Asia. It depends on like how many like we recognize, but usually we say 49. And this is the map of Asia that you can see. So the common features of Asian countries, and even though the Asian is like very incredibly diverse. So we commonly have respecting elders. So many Asian cultures place strong emphasis on respecting elders and family hierarchy. So if you see the elders, we usually respect them, bow, or say like be very polite because we believe this is like one of our very own culture. Collectivism is where we always cooperate and build up a community. So our community values are often prioritized than individualism. So sometimes we say, if it's good for our group and in our society, I will sacrifice. So people tend to prioritize this. And some of the religions like Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, and Confucianism deeply influence daily life. So we'll go over this like later, but there are several religions that are very critical for some individual countries' culture. Rice. Rice is a primary food in many Asian countries. So if you just go to Asia, you'll see a lot of people having rice. Education is highly valued and it's very competitive, and we will usually focus on academic success in many countries. So if you study there, you'll study a lot, a lot, a lot. Many people tend to prioritize education over anything. So yeah, those are some common cultures in Asia. Now we're going to be talking about like some specific countries. So today we'll be focusing on Korea, Japan, China, India, and Thailand.
Oh, Thailand. Okay. Thailand.
So, South Korea, let's focus on this one first. So it's my home country, so I really like it. And we usually say 안녕하세요. That's what it means as hello. So when you meet any people in Korea, you usually say 안녕하세요, and that's the way how we greet. So how far is it? So it's around 1,300 kilometers. That's from Ghana. So if you take a plane, it'll take around 14 hours. Today, Korea is currently separated into two countries, South and North. It's more because we had some differences and we also had a war. So currently we're like separated countries, and we're only separated country around the world as for now. And today, when people say Korea, South Korea is usually what it means. South Korea is a very peaceful and modern country, and it's located in the southern part of Korean Peninsula. North Korea is a different country with norths. It's located in the north of the peninsula, and it has its own government. So now Seoul is the capital city. So the South Korea's capital is Seoul, just like Ghana's capital is Accra. Seoul is largest city as well as the capital. And the big river called Han River runs through the city. And Seoul is a special city where a lot of like past and present lives live together. So you can see ancient palaces like Gyeongbokgung, which is like a very traditional palace. But you'll also see like tall buildings and modern shops, such as you can see in the picture, this is the Gyeongbokgung, and the one on top, these are the skyscrapers in the city. Some of the fun areas of the young people like Gangnam, Hongdae, or Apgujeong, those are like areas where you can enjoy music, fashion, and food. So before moving on, let's watch a quick video.
Oh.
So yeah, so hopefully that video has helped to understand the city.
All right.
So can everyone hear me now?
Yes.
All right. So Korea has 4 seasons: spring, summer, fall, and winter. So very similar season compared to Ghana is summer. It's sunny, hot, and rains. Spring and fall, the country becomes beautiful because there are lots of flowers in the spring, and we will see a lot of colorful leaves on this tree in the fall. Winter is very cold. Everything turns into white because it snows. So let's talk about the religion. So religion in South Korea is majorly consisted of Christianity and Buddhism. Christianity is around 30% of the population. Many of them are Christians, and there are many churches, and some of them are very large. Buddhism is the second largest religion in Korea. It's around 15%. It's a very old religion in Korea, and many people visit temples to pray and meditate. However, it's also important to note that the majority of people do not have a religion. It's around 55% of the citizens. They do not follow any religion, but they still follow the cultural traditions. So remember when I mentioned that respecting the elders, being polite, and preferring collaboration over individualism? That's what people usually follow instead of any religion.
Don't ask questions.
And let's talk about the language. So in Korea, Korean is the official language of South Korea. And it's also like used in North Korea as well. And Korean alphabet is called Hangul. So Hangul is the alphabet that we write. So like English, the alphabets are A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Where in Korea, we say ka, na, ta, ra, ma, pa, sa. Hangul was created in the year of 1443. So a very long time ago.
Please come again.
Can everyone hear me?
I want you to repeat it. Repeat the alphabet in Korean.
Oh. Ka, na, ta, ra, ma, pa, sa. There you go. So yes, those are the alphabets. So this was created like very long ago by King Sejong. So it's been around 700 years ago. And now, Hangul is made of 14 consonants and 10 vowels. It is very easy to learn, and it is also very scientific. So let's try this one. So how do I say Ghana in Korean? We use this consonant along with the vowel. So it's ka, na, kana. It's very similar. So this is how we say Ghana in Korean. So all right, let's talk about the food. Korean foods are very delicious and healthy. Rice, again, rice is the main food in Korea as well as in Asia generally. And we also have like some shared dishes called banchan. So these are the small plates that we share. These are the banchan that when you go to eat Korean foods, you will see them. A lot of the meals include vegetables. And some of the notable dishes are Korean BBQ, kimchi, bibimbap, bulgogi, japchae, and kimbap, and tteokbokki. So the bibimbap is this picture. This is the picture in the rightmost corner and on the down. This is called bibimbap. It's with the rice, egg, and vegetables all mixed together.
Alright.
And this in the middle, this is called Korean barbecue. It's like barbecue in Korean style. And the left is kimbap. This is also like very small but tasty. Kimbap. Now kimchi. Kimchi is a flavorful and sour traditional Korean dish and made from fermented vegetables and seasonings. So when you get banchan or any like traditional foods, you will almost always see kimchi. A lot of Koreans like it, and this is a very traditional food, and it's very spicy.
Alright.
Now let's talk about the traditional clothing. So hanbok is traditional clothing of South Korea, and it is made of milk, mostly of silk, and dyed with colorful designs. Nowadays, it's more uncommon, but people wear hanbok during special occasions like weddings, special holidays, ceremonies, or anniversaries. So during special occasions, they wear hanbok. The traditional houses, it's called hanok. Hanok. So these are the houses. Just like where you live, like this is like a very historical traditional house. It is made of wood, stone, and clay. The roof is consisted of kiwa. So it's a very stylish tile. And structure of hanok makes the room very cool in summer and very warm in winter. So nowadays, because population is heavily dense, most Koreans live in the apartments, just like this one. It is very small, narrow, but it's also convenient. So let's talk about some festivals and activities. Korea, just like other many Asian countries like us, which celebrates the Lunar New Year, we also celebrate the Lunar New Year in Korean term, and as well as Korean Thanksgiving. So the Lunar New Year is called 설날. And Korean Thanksgiving is called 추석. During these events, families from the country like all together gather to eat and enjoy. They also play some fun games and activities, just like this picture. Let's watch the short video. So hopefully that video was helpful understanding the culture. So now let's talk about the etiquettes. So the Korean respects the elders and bow. Just like I mentioned earlier, people show respect by doing this. During Seolnar, the Korean Lunar New Year, younger people do a special deep bow to their elders. It's called sebae. It is showing the respect and good wishes to the elders and for the new year. And most importantly, when they enter the house, they take off the shoes. This is the very important rule. You always take off the shoes when you enter the house in Korea. Taekwondo is a traditional Korean martial art. It teaches you how to kick, punch, and defend yourself. It also shows how to become strong, respectful, and confident. It is also an Olympic sport. So if you learn Taekwondo, you'll be able to defend yourself. Some of the famous companies are Samsung and Hyundai. Samsung is biggest technology companies around the world, and it also makes smartphones, TVs, home appliances, and semiconductors. So the phones that you sometimes see, the computers, what inside the computer, there's semiconductors. Those are all and mostly made by Samsung.
Wow, nice one.
And the Hyundai is a famous car company. The company also owns Kia. So Hyundai and Kia are very famous car companies in Korea. So let's talk about the quick K culture called Hallyu. The current hit K-pop is skyrocketing in popularity. And in addition, Korean foods and Korean dramas has been spreading globally and has gotten a lot of fame in many other countries. Let's watch a quick video so I can explain this more.
Have you ever seen the magic glasses that can see clearly without glasses? This glasses
Whip, whip, black.
Willkommen bei Hallyu, The Korean Wave im Museum Ritzberg, Zürich. Erlebt die faszinierende und vielfältige Popkultur Südkoreas. Diese Ausstellung entführt euch in die Entstehungsgeschichte und den weltweiten Einfluss von Hallyu, von K-Pop und K-Dramen bis zu K-Beauty und Fashion. Gleichzeitig zeigt sie die tiefe Verbindung zur traditionellen koreanischen Kunst auf. Bewundert Kostüme von ikonischen K-Pop-Idols, unvergessliche Requisiten aus Filmen wie Parasite oder Oldboy und taucht ein in die angesagtesten Schönheits- und Modetrends made in Korea. Mit über 200 Objekten, darunter Outfits von aespa, 80s, Blackpink, BTS oder sogar Miley Cyrus, die K-Fashion liebt, sowie die kultigen Outfits von Squid Game, könnt ihr die Welt von Hallyu hautnah erleben. Vorsicht, Hallyu ist ansteckend. Lasst ihr euch von der Welle mitreißen?
Next is China.
All right.
So China, how you say hello is ni hao. Ni hao. That means hello.
Tapi abis ada 58%.
So where, all right, so where is China? So it's a little closer to Ghana compared to Korea. It's around 11,000 kilometers away. So it'll still take 12 hours if you fly. It's one of the biggest countries in the world, and its population is 1.4 billion and have a very long history. So it's around 15% of world population is China. The capital is Beijing. So this is the quick map. Beijing is the capital right here. And some of the large cities include Shanghai and Guangzhou. So those are like some main cities, and still there's so many big larger cities in China. It's very big. So the main language is Mandarin, and it is one of the most spoken language in the world. And the oldest language, called Hanzi, is still used in nowadays. It was a writing system which were used to illustrate the meaning rather than sound. For example, this in, it means person. So this is in, the red mark right here. So this looks like a leg. So add arm and face. So it's like person. So this is how like many Chinese language work. Based on how it looks, we make a character. Religion. So it is true that the government controls a lot of religion, but people still believe, some portion of people still have a religion. For example, Buddhism is a major religion in China. Several people believe it, and it is the largest religion that exists in China. The most people in China have no religion, but still follow some traditional customs and festivals. So just like some Koreans who don't have a religion, they also have their own tradition. Chinese foods, one of the most popular and delicious type of foods in the world. It has a long history and uses many different flavors, colors, and ingredients. We have something like dumpling right here on the left, and the mafa tofu, kung pao chicken, and so on and so forth. Let's watch a quick video.
Food has been at the heart of Chinese culture for centuries. And today, the most common greeting for friends and family is still, "Have you eaten yet?" China offers an incredible variety of tasty dining options. Here are a few you really should get out and experience for yourself.
The Chinese take their food very seriously. There's a wide variety to choose from, and this is real hot pot.
The concept is simple. Just choose from an inviting selection of fresh ingredients, then cook at your table in a natural broth. Hot pot has been a Chinese favorite since the Tang Dynasty. Or try dim sum, where small servings of steamed buns, dumplings, and other delicacies are wheeled from table to table. Peking duck is a favorite of many and usually carved at your table, where a skilled chef can slice more than 100 tasty pieces from a single duck.
It really is a science. This is much more difficult than carving a roast leg of lamb.
And it's delicious. This is definitely worth experiencing.
It's a bit of a magic show. You can hardly believe what he is in the process of producing.
Known as La Mian noodles, a master noodle maker can create these thin noodles simply by tossing the dough in a particular way. My last recommendation is simply fun.
If you're in the mood for something a little bit more exotic, there's Shanghai street food.
While we don't recommend you try this street food, we do recommend a stroll through the night market. It's a fun atmosphere and a chance to see just how unique the delicacies are in different countries around the world. Of course, when you explore China with Viking, Western meals are always available in your hotels and on board your ship.
So let's move on to holidays and festivals. So there are major holidays and festivals that China celebrate. So China New Year, Lantern Festival, Mid-Autumn Festival, Dragon Boat Festival, Qingming Festival, and Double Night Festival. So let's watch the video to understand the traditional holidays better.
Want to manage your business all in one place? Try Intuit Quick.
大家好, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna explore the fascinating world of traditional Chinese festivals. We'll dive into the history, customs, and celebration of some of the most important festivals in Chinese culture. Let's go! First up is the Spring Festival, 春节. The Spring Festival is also known as Chinese New Year. This is the most important festival in Chinese culture, marking the beginning of the Lunar New Year. Families come together to celebrate with food, fireworks, and various customs to bring good luck and fortune for the year ahead. One popular tradition is giving hongbao, filled with money, to children and unmarried adults. The second festival is the Lantern Festival, 元宵节. The Lantern Festival takes place on the 15th day of the first lunar month, marking the end of the Spring Festival celebrations. During this festival, people light colorful lanterns, solve riddles, and enjoy sweet rice dumplings called tangyuan. The lanterns symbolize the hope for a bright and prosperous year ahead. The third festival is the Dragon Boat Festival. The Dragon Boat Festival, also known as 端午节, is celebrated on the 5th day of the 5th lunar month. This festival commemorates the ancient Chinese poet Qu Yuan. The main activities include dragon boat races and eating zongzi, a type of sticky rice dumplings wrapped in bamboo leaves. The fourth festival is the Mid-Autumn Festival, 中秋节. The Mid-Autumn Festival is celebrated on the 15th day of the 8th lunar month. It's a time for family reunions and appreciating the full moon. Mooncakes, a sweet pastry filled with various fillings, are the traditional food of this festival. People also light lanterns and enjoy the beautiful moonlit night. Lastly, we have the Double Night Festival, 重阳节, which takes place on the 9th day of the 9th lunar month. This festival is associated with climbing mountains, appreciating chrysanthemum flowers, and drinking wine. It's a time to pay respect to ancestors and promote good health. And there you have it, 5 Chinese festivals that showcase the history and culture of China. If you enjoyed learning about this celebration,
Right, so hopefully that video was helpful. So Chinese tea is very popular. It is the home of tea, and teas are made by brewing tea leaves in hot water. People in China have been drinking the teas for thousands of years. It is not just a drink, it is a big part of Chinese culture and daily life. Oolong tea, green tea, and black tea are some of the famous teas. Historical sites. So one of the most famous part is the Great Wall. It is the longest wall in the world. It is about 21,000 kilometers long. It is very, very long. If you drive around this wall, it will take multiple years, multiple hours and days. So these were built to protect China from the enemies. It is over 2,000 years and very famous. The Forbidden City is a huge palace located in the capital, Beijing. It was the home of Chinese emperors for 500 years. It is now a museum. And the Terracotta Army is the thousands of clay soldiers buried with the first emperor of China. So each statue has a different face. So it is fun to check out every single soldier. Whoa. Let's talk about Japan. How you say hello is konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Yeah, that's how you say hello. Japan is a little farther. It is 13.5 kilometers across Ghana. So it is farther than China and Korea. It is an island country and located in the Pacific Ocean. It is located by the east of Korea and China. It is also known for its politeness, clean cities, and high technology. This is the map. So as you can see, Japan is island. There are 4 main islands in Japan: Honshu, Kyushu, Shikoku, and Hokkaido. Tokyo is the capital city of Japan, and it's one of the world's 3 major cities besides New York City and London. So the language that's spoken by Japanese people, is Japanese. Japanese uses 3 kinds of writing. So hiragana is the native words. Katakana for foreign words like coffee or computer. And kanji is the characters used for meaning. So, as I mentioned, konnichiwa is hello. And let's try another one. Arigato is thank you. So arigato is thank you. So Japanese words tend to be slightly longer and harder to learn, but it is also fun. So Japanese foods are healthy and tasty as well. So sushi, which is made of fish and rice, just like this one. Gyudon, the rice with beef. Yakitori, tempura, soba, and ramen are famous foods in Japan. Sushi is a representative Japanese dish made with rice and fish. It is often served in a small plate. So clothing and makeup. Kimono is a traditional Japanese dress. People wear it on special days like festivals or weddings. Geisha is a traditional Japanese makeup for women. Uses white face powder, red lips, and black eyebrows. Onsen is natural hot springs baths in Japan. It is very, very famous. People enjoy it. People really enjoy it, like especially in the winter, and often found on mountains or countrysides. People visit onsen to relax and heal. So there are some scary parts in Japan. There are volcanoes and earthquakes. Japan has many volcanoes because it's part of the Ring of Fire. It's just the ring where a lot of volcanic activities take place. One of the famous volcano is Mount Fuji. It is very beautiful and a symbol of Japan, but previously has erupted. Japan also has many earthquakes because it is located where tectonic plates meet. Small earthquakes happen often, and sometimes big ones happen. Buildings in Japan are made to be strong and safe during earthquakes. However, if the earthquake happens in the ocean, it'll cause tsunami, just like the picture in the below. And this is like a giant wave is destroying the city. It is very scary, but again, Japan is prepared for these kind of earthquakes. So let's talk about the activities and festivals. Obviously, they celebrate the Lunar New Year and Mid-Autumn Festival. They also have Sapporo Snow Festival, a huge winter festival where there are many huge ice sculptures and even buildings made out of ice. Sakura Festival is also held in the spring. Cherry blossoms only last a few days, so it is a very short but special time in Japan. And you will see a lot of cherry blossoms across the country. So let's watch a quick video. Hopefully this video summarized the culture and perspectives of Japan. Now let's move to another country. So India is another large country in Asia, and you say namaste. This is like how to say hello in India. Namaste. All right, so where is India? It is quite closer, and it's located in South Asia. The population is about 1.4 billion. So it's another gigantic country with a huge population. There are many languages in India, but there are two official languages by the government. It's called Hindi. It's a traditional language in India. And they also speak English. Many other variations of language exist, but there's so many languages. They're all local languages. So religions, 80% of the people in India believe Hinduism, believes the rebirth, and they believe that people are born in different bodies after they die. So they will reborn until the end of the world. So that's how they believe the religion. So you will never die technically. It's the Hinduism are people who believe the Hinduism, called Hindus, believe many gods and goddess. They believe in karma, and they mostly live in India, but also in other countries such as Nepal, Sri Lanka, and other countries as well. Most importantly, Hindus consider cows sacred. Cows are symbols of life, motherhood, and non-violence. So they don't eat beef. Temples. Temples are also a huge figure in India. So these two are very famous temples in India. And Hindus visit temples to pray to many gods. So this is the picture where people practice their religion in India. Taj Mahal is one of the most famous buildings in India. And it means the Palace of the Crown. It is completely made by the marbles. And an emperor built this in the memory of his wife's death. Food. There are so many foods that are in India are very famous. Curry and naan. Curry you usually eat with the rice, and naan is type of bread. And tandoori chicken, it is known for the spice. And masala chai. India also has a famous tea. So as you can see, there are lots of tasty Indian foods. Indian spices. Spices make Indian foods very tasty, colorful, and smell good. So there's so many spices, and you can add these ingredients to make the food like more spicy, sweet, or smell better. Festivals. There are also many festivals in India. For example, Ganesh Chaturthi. This is the festival celebrating Lord Ganesha, the elephant-headed god of wisdom and good luck. So based on their religion, they celebrate this huge festival. Diwali is the festival of lights, and they're remembering that the lights are winning over the darkness. Holi is another festival of lights, and it also says victory of good over evil. Life in India. India has the highest population in the world. So traffic is very bad. So many of you guys, if you guys been to Accra as a trip, India has worse traffic. And it's very crowded in streets. So let's watch a quick video.
When emergency strikes, first responders are the first ones in. But on outdated networks, the crucial
So any of you guys want to live in India? Oh, okay. Well, if you go to India, keep in mind that street will be very loud and messy because there's so many people living in the city. Life in India. And the river, it's called Ganges River. Ganges River is the main river in India. It's believed to purify from sins. So it's very holy and spiritual in Indian culture. People pray and bath in Ganges River. And some families pour ashes into river after a person dies. Let's watch a video.
I'm in one of the world's oldest living cities. This is Varanasi. It's rightfully called the spiritual capital of India. And central to this city is the mighty Ganges River.
Mother Ganges is one of the holiest river for Hindu religion, and the Hindu people believe that if anyone will have a bathe into the Ganges River, their all sins will wash out. The Hindu people called it Mother Ganges because the mother always take care of their son.
The Ganges is like a lifeline, like an artery of Indian culture. People do their laundry, hotels like clean some of their sheets and hang them up to dry. People wash it, and people are swimming, like doing laps. There's like kids like diving down and looking for coins that have been thrown in for good luck. Coming here and observing how busy the river is, you can see that a lot gets released into it. which probably means it's quite polluted. How do you feel about swimming?
We are talking about the Hindu religion, so we will not believe the Ganges river is polluted. And sometimes the people have a bathe into the river and the water, they can drink it. This city is dedicated to Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva is the destroyer of the universe.
So as the city of Lord Shiva, what happens here?
People are cremated here because we have a 2 cremation ground, and after the cremation we take the ashes from there and release into the Ganges river. By doing that we can break the recycle path.
In the West, death is kind of a bit of a taboo subject. We don't talk about it very much, and we certainly don't do our funerals in public.
Actually, we are talking about Hindu religion, so we are performing the cremation in open area so that the people can know about the truth of life.
So going to the cremation ground was really interesting. Thought it might be confronting, seeing, you know, dead bodies being cremated out in the open. And there's no grief, which is really odd for us, right? There's no one crying, there's no one upset. This is a normal part of life. Like, it definitely changes your perspective. And people, they believe in the 5 elements, so it has to be out in the open sky. They have to get a holy fire. They can't bring their own flame. And we met the lady that is the keeper of this holy flame, and it's in her family for generations, and she's pretty fierce, very gentle but pretty fierce. And so we went to her house and they were like, no, she's not here, sorry.
Because we don't have a lot of time, we'll stop here for the video. And it was just like a brief history of Ganges River. All right, finally, let's talk about the final country. And it's called Thailand. We say Swasti. It's how we say hello. Swasti. So it is close, not as far. It's around 1,100 kilometers. That is separated. It still takes about 10 hours via flight. It is a country in Southeast Asia. The population is around 70 million. And the Bangkok is the capital city of Thailand. It has a very hot and humid climate called tropical climate. Thailand is known as lands of smile. So if you encounter Thai people, they will always smile to you. And it's because it is considered very polite and showing respect. So when people show a smile at you, make sure to smile back. Religion. As you might have noticed, the vast majority, around 95% of the population, is Buddhist. And Buddhism is a religion that teaches people to live kindly and peacefully with respect. It began with a teacher called Buddha. Buddhists believe life has sufferings, but by being calm and kind, some people can find happiness. So many come to pray and meditate, just like Hinduism or Christianity. Like, you all go to temple and you always pray there. Usually there's a big statue called Buddha. So it's a person who reached the enlightenment. He reached the true happiness. So people want to be like Buddha. Temples, just like India, because so many people are Buddhists, there are a lot of Buddhist temples in Thailand. Let's watch a quick video. So hopefully that video is helpful. Now let's quickly talk about the food. And pad thai and cow pad. Pad thai is the stir-fried rice, stir-fried noodles. And cow pad is fried rice. Those are very sweet and sour and very famous. Tom yum soup is a hot and sour soup with shrimp, herb, and spices. So it's considered very spicy. Thai curry is also very famous. There are green, red, yellow, and other variety of curries. Each of them have different taste. So the festivals. Songkran is a water festival, usually celebrated in Thai New Year. So the Thai New Year is April 13th. And usually they spray water to wash away previous years and getting ready for New Year. It is also very hot during this time. It's also very, like, it's more hot compared to Ghana. So people tend to get soaked and try to wash each other. Life in Thailand. Elephants are important in Thai culture. They bring good luck and are a symbol of power and peace. Long ago, elephants helped people travel and carry things. Nowadays, it's only for tourists, but it used to be a main transportation in Thailand.
All right.
In the floating market in Thailand are markets on boats. People sell and buy things on the water. Let's see how it actually works.
Today we're venturing just outside of Bangkok and kicking it off by exploring the floating market. Whoa! We're just zipping down the river in this incredible longboat, and on the sides you see houses and shops. This is just where people live. This is really cool. We're here at the Damnan Suduk floating market, and it is so exciting. There's boats floating down selling everything. You've got food and clothes and fruits and vegetables, and they just pull up to the side. People buy a couple things, and then they float on. As interesting as it is to kind of walk around and just look at what's being sold, it's even more fun to jump in the action. You know, buy something or try some food. Mango and sticky rice, so good.
Right, and let's quickly talk about the nature. It has many beautiful beaches with white sands and blue water. Some of the famous places that have the famous beach are Phuket, Krabi, and Pattaya. All right, so that's all for today's lecture. So thank you everyone for listening. And I will open for any questions. Have anything you want me to explain, please let me know right now. I'll wait for another minute for any questions, or if you have anything that you want to explore more, just let me know right now and I can explain more.
Please, where can we locate Mount Everest?
Mount Everest?
Yes.
So the Mount Everest is located in Nepal. So let me actually show you a question, because that's the tallest mountain in the entire world. Let's see. So it is located in Nepal. As you can see, this is the Mount Everest. And it is one of the tallest mountains in the world. It is the tallest, and it's 8,846 meters high. So when you look at it from the map, majority of the portion is in Nepal, but some of the portion is also in China. So it's very close to India and China, and Ghana is right here. So it is around 12,000 kilometers away. And in addition to Mount Everest, there are some like very huge mountains like are located in this region, such as Manasulu, Cho-Oyu, and K2. This entire mountain region is called Himalaya. Himalaya is considered the roof of the world. So they're very, very tall mountains that are considered one of the largest, tallest mountains around the world, are all located here.
Is it clear?
Yes.
So yeah, good point, good question. Any other?
That's your question, Sarah. Sarah has a question. Sarah, come and ask. Daniel.
Hi.
Yeah, we saw something like a snake in the floating market. What is that? During the video, the floating market
in the video?
in Thailand. Yeah, in Thailand. Is it a snake? I saw something like a snake.
Oh, so
the floating market.
In the floating market, there's so what they usually it's usually there for like tourist purposes. Like when I went there, they usually just like showed and like we were able to touch the snake. They usually don't eat the snakes. So I think it's more like to show the traditional in Thailand tradition, because Thailand is known for the nature. There are a lot of animals and insects living in Thailand. So that includes snake or caterpillars or anything else, so far so forth. So it's more like because there are so many tourists are visiting, they also want to show that there are snakes. They can like hang around there in the neck and you can play around with that. Do anyone wants to play with the snake? Or is it too much?
Any other question?
Snake.
Any other question?
Yes.
What is the question? Come and ask.
Does Thailand people eat snake?
So yes and no. So they don't eat snake, but there's some alcohol that are created using the snail's veil. So technically they don't eat it, but they use that. They use snake to make alcohol. And again, people might eat it, but usually that's not common. Don't worry, they don't eat snake by itself.
All right, I think we are okay.
No more questions? All right.
No question again. No question. I think there's no question again. No question, no question.
Oh, no questions? Okay.
That's all.
All right, so for tomorrow, we will be going over European cultures, and that will be held by Jabin. And hopefully this lecture was helpful, and like in the future, if you go to college and become successful, you can choose, hopefully you can like choose like what countries you want to visit, and feel free to visit. And knowing these cultures, you'll be able to interact with a lot of people. So again, thank you everyone, and I will see you. Jabin will have a lecture tomorrow at around the same time.
All right. Have a nice day.
All right, thank you everyone.
Oh.